Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol ATOS. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like a couple of weeks worth of time, it's actually just the past 2 days broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like through this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis yesterday, so that's where the green and red line annotations are coming from. And before I go any further, I do want to note from a presentation standpoint, this is a pretty tricky chart to talk about right now due to the perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a day trader and you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 25 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty rough. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, I get it. Yeah, there was a pretty big pullback today. But from the big picture, the bulls still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. And as long as you have higher bases being built over longer periods of time, that's how those overall long-term uptrends are constructed. I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you just had a different strategy and outlook going into the trade. And really the easiest way to see this has to do with this purple line here that I've talked about in past videos, and that is the 50-period simple moving average. And then kind of it's a double whammy because now this green line here that I talked about yesterday is also being factored in right down there around the 70-cent mark, give or take. And the reason this, at least in my mind, helps kind of summarize how after a pullback I can still say the bulls are in control is, let's say the price just kind of continues to do what it does, flirts around this area before starting to work its way back upwards. Emphasis on the word big picture. From the big picture, what would you have? Well, you'd still have a set of lows right here. You'd have this next set of lows right there. You'd have these sets of lows way down there. You picture these as stair steps. And then from the big picture perspective, these big picture stair steps would still very clearly be heading in the upwards direction. So I'm well aware that today, yeah, the price did pull back quite a bit. But assuming you care about the grand scope of things, the bulls do still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base, and that's the name of the game. So preferably speaking, if it can stay up above this 67 to 70 cent area, that would be the ideal situation. Nothing has changed on the resistance front. 85 cents still public enemy number one. So the still 1 day left this week. We'll see how it all closes out the week tomorrow. But yeah, just focus on continuing to build those higher bases. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.